Hi, it's Melanie Moore here, and in this round of tapping, I'm going to be helping you to shift the belief of I'm not good enough. Now, this is such a strong and deep-rooted belief that I believe most people, in fact, I'd go as far to say all people, suffer from at some point in their lives. Now, for many people, this story runs really deep. It goes back through ancestral lines. It goes back through, your family. And very often it stems from some kind of story that you told yourself in childhood, or perhaps, you were told it by somebody else. And when the longer we hold on to this story of not feeling good enough, it's literally going to impact your life, because you're not going to do that thing. You're not going to take action, or you're not going to, put yourself in certain situations because you just don't feel good enough. So therefore, you have told yourself a story in advance. I'm not good enough, so therefore, I'm not even going to try. And for a lot of people, that is the case. So this is a round of tapping that it works on kind of different levels. Obviously, this is just a quick 10-minute round of tapping, and it's only going to go to a certain level. And for a lot of people, myself included, this is a story. Certain aspects of it I've had to work on for many, many years. You kind of have to peel back the layers. But what this round of tapping, my intention is for you to do is to help you to take some action, something that perhaps you've been blocking yourself on because you've told yourself a story that I'm not good enough to do this, and then you don't do it. But when we start taking action, when we start becoming a bit braver, and when we start, taking little risks and, stretching ourselves a bit, it's going to build that muscle memory in our body so that we can take more action, we can do a bit more. And it's just practicing. It's, imagine if you're just learning to play the piano. Yes, of course you can have a story. I'm not very good at this. But you practice and you do it some more, and you might have lessons, and and you just keep telling yourself, I can do this, I am good enough. And whatever way that this story of I'm not good enough is showing up in your life, this round of tapping is just designed to help you to take some action steps and to start to help you to release this story. So you may be using alongside any other healing work that you may be doing. So just think about that thing that you've wanted to have more courage to do, something that you feel that I'd just like to get started. And I'd love you to share in the comments what this could be. I'd love to hear what this is. So now we're just going to start tapping. Here we go. Even though I've been telling myself this story that I'm not good enough for so long now, I'm ready to heal this story. And I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself during this process. Even though I have this story that I'm not good enough, and it's really beginning to affect my life in lots of different ways, I choose to deeply and completely love and honor myself. Even though many, many times I just don't feel good enough. Everyone else is so much better than me. What's the point of even trying? I'll probably fail anyway. But I'm recognizing that this is just a story. And it's one that I'm ready to let go of now. And I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and forgive myself and anyone else who may have contributed to this story that I'm not good enough. I'm just not good enough. Others are so much better than me. And this is a story I've been telling myself for too long now. And I'm ready to heal this story. This story that I'm not good enough. Perhaps I can remember when it started. At some point in my past. Probably in childhood. And the story just stayed with me. But there was a time when this story didn't bother me. And it didn't affect me. I wasn't good enough the first time I tried to walk. But that didn't stop me from trying again. Because let's face it, I wasn't good enough the first time I tried. But I did try again. And I did succeed. But perhaps there was another time. Something more significant. Maybe I compared myself to my siblings. Or maybe I compared myself to my friend at school. They were so much better than me. They were recognised and rewarded. So I've continued to tell myself the same story. I'm simply not good enough. But I'm ready to release this story now. Because it's been holding me back. It's been preventing me from living my best life. It stopped me from putting myself out there. It stopped me from trying new things. It stopped me from pursuing my passions. Maybe it's some aspect of my creativity that I put on hold because I told myself I wasn't good enough. And if that message came from somebody else, I choose to forgive them. Because they were just coming from their own perspective. And I'm ready to heal and release this story of not being good enough. And I choose to tell myself a new story that I am good enough. And that I can get even better. And I'm ready for more. I am good enough. And I'm better than I think that I am. So I'm releasing this old story now. I'm healing it at the very root from wherever it began. I'm sending healing all the way back through my past. all the way back through my ancestral line, healing it back through many generations, and maybe even healing it back through past lives too. And I'm healing it now so that I can heal it into the future too. I am good enough. And I'm ready to take action. It may not be perfect the first time, and I may need more and more practice. But that's okay. I'm ready to start. I can do this. I'm ready for this. I'm feeling really good about this. I choose to feel better than before. I am good enough. I really am good enough. Telling myself this new story that I am enough. I am good enough. In body, mind, and spirit. Now take a nice deep breath in and exhale. So I'd love to know, share with me in the comments, how was that for you? And what are you going to be taking some action on now? Tell me about the story that you're ready to release about not being good enough. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, and that way you can catch up with all the tapping videos that I have, check out some of my old videos, and also working on letting go of old stories is something I absolutely love to help my clients do, and it's something that I do in my Tapping Into Your Big Vision members community. So just click on the link below and join the wait list, and when the doors reopen for the membership, come and check it out. And I would love to help you heal any aspect of this story, but any other old stories that may be affecting you from taking action in your life. So hope you enjoy the tapping, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.